What up, everybody? This is Houston Sports Social.
HSSP.
HSSP back at it again with another episode 59.
5'9", baby.
Man, we're nearing that retirement age, dude. 59 episodes in.
Going 5'9" south.
Going 5'9" south, get that pension and get on with it. But yeah, we got a good episode for you guys today. My name is Justin.
It's your boy, Shan Wild, Shan Bam Kablam, Shan Amazing, Shan Bam. Goddamn. Let's get it in.
Let's get it in. We got some good news. Well, we got news for you today.
Do it.
We got Texans news, NFL news, a little bit of Rockets news, NBA news, and then UFC 249, which is coming up this weekend. We're just going to talk about that card and then just some other stuff that's going on around the world. So without further ado, let's get into it. The new Texans jersey numbers have been revealed. All the new jerseys have been revealed. So I'm going to pull that up. Right now we have, pull it up. Okay. We've got Randall Cobb, number 18, of course. We've got Brandon Cooks, number 13. We got Hanson with 17. Vernon Hargraves is going to be number 26. Hagden Jr. is going to be number 24. Dang, Jonathan Joseph got replaced already.
I mean, it's just a fucking jersey number.
It's a jersey number, yeah.
Like we're really talking about jersey numbers, dog.
I mean, just so people can know.
I guess.
David Johnson is number 31. And then Kukwa, 45. Murray, 23. Ovale, 76. Thomas, 28. Watkins, 27. And then those are the rookie jersey numbers. Blacklock is going to take 90, our first round pick or second round pick.
No, second round pick.
Yeah, that speedy receiver we picked up, he's going to be 82. Greenard, the linebacker out of Florida, he's going to be number 52. Heck, that tackle we got, he's going to be number 67. Olu Fohai, number 98. So yeah, new names, new numbers to look forward to during the season. It's gonna be a new year. I'm actually, earlier on when they got rid of Hopkins, I was ready to just split with the team. But this draft was actually surprisingly really well done for the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be overly optimistic. I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic. But my expectations are still gonna be low, just so I don't get my heart broken for like the millionth time by this team.
The only thing that I'm expecting to come from the Texans is to see Deshaun Watson just ball the fuck out.
Yep.
And get that max contract at the end. That's the only thing that I want. The only thing that I want to see.
You know what we have now that we never had before on offense?
What?
We have speed and everybody can catch the ball. David Johnson can catch the ball.
Whoa. You saying Fuller can catch?
He can. He caught a lot more than he did in previous seasons last season.
Oh, okay. So we're comparing what he did before when he dropped a lot of balls, and we're saying he dropped less.
He's
still dropping
at a very smaller amount. I don't know. It's
another year, play a whole season.
And it's his contract year too.
And he can't play a whole season.
That's true, but this is his contract year. And
well,
what do
let's see
do?
if he can play this season.
Let's see if he can play. But we have speed.
Yeah.
We have speed. We
we'll
upgraded on speed. We got Cooks. And what was the thing that opened up the the defense for us last year? It was Will Fuller coming up and opening up the defense, right? But when he got hurt.
For those 6 games.
Yeah, but when he got hurt, what happened? Nobody else had that speed, right?
No, nobody. You're right.
So now what happens when you got Brandon Cooks and Will Fuller to worry about? Mm-hmm. When Kenny Stills is your odd man out.
Right. And we don't have Kenny. Do we still have Kenny Stills?
We still have Kenny Stills.
For now.
He's the odd man out in the receiver pool.
Uh-huh.
But honestly, if he's the odd man out, Kenny Stills, you're kind of sitting in a good spot in the wide receiver.
For sure.
Yeah. My only thing is offensive line. We'll see what they switch up. We picked up that guy, Heck. We'll see how it goes, man. I'm cautiously excited about it. But another thing that happened in Texans world is we got rid of Tashawn Gibson.
Yeah.
When he was healthy, he was really good. But he had a wrist and a back injury later on in the season. He just got got cut and picked up by the Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
So now we have a hole at safety. Now, a lot of people have been talking about Jamal Adams from the Jets.
Okay.
What do you think about Jamal Adams?
I wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't really watch the Jets.
He's a that's true, but he's a really elite safety. Man, another one is Justin Reed's older brother, Eric Reed.
Eric Reed.
Eric Reed.
Yeah. Who does he play for?
He played for the Panthers. Before that, he was with the Niners. He was kneeling with Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, okay. No, but he was good, though.
He was good, but last year his coverage wasn't that great, but he would help in the pocket and stuff. And now Justin Reed's coverage is pretty good, too. So we could put Justin Reed at free safety and have Eric Reed at strong safety.
That's fine.
That's what I'm thinking. But the thing is, with the controversy, with all the kneeling and stuff, do you think the Texans would take a chance on a player like that?
Yes.
You think so?
Because at this point, dude, like, who cares?
In a red state like Texas?
You talking about in a blue city like Houston?
In a blue city like Houston, but still, like, who are the main buyers of the tickets?
The people from outside
the
of Houston.
oil money people. The oil
That's
money
true.
people.
I mean, but at the end of the day, it still comes down to money.
It does.
And if he performs, I don't think anybody cares. Because, like, Colin Kaepernick, yeah, he was good once upon a time. But then when he started to get benched, then he started to kneel.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
true.
like, I get the cause he was kneeling for. I totally understand that. But
Yeah.
it's like now is just, like, what he's doing now is kind of weird
Yeah.
to me. It's like he's trying to get attention.
Yeah. But, I mean, Eric Reed, he played the game the right way. He was caught in questions, like, trying to, like, explain his stance, and he didn't really give a good answer. But still,
It's honestly very simple, but yeah.
playing-wise, I say take a chance on him. Keep Justin Reed happy. But there was an interesting point that somebody brought up. I remember hearing this. If Eric Reed does his whole kneeling thing and something and pisses somebody off the wrong way, like pisses Bill O'Brien off the wrong way, like DeAndre Hopkins did, if he cuts Eric Reed, Justin Reed's going to be disgruntled, and he's still on a rookie contract, right? So what happens if you lose two Reeds?
So basically, the only thing you're saying is that Bill O'Brien wouldn't want to win.
Well, no,
That's what it comes down to.
He holds grudges. You
Yeah,
know he holds
and
grudges.
those grudges don't let him win. That's
Exactly,
why that's why he traded away DeAndre Hopkins.
But-
He just don't want to win, bro. Like straight up, he doesn't want to win because if you want to win, you'll let that shit slide. You'll know, like, the head coach. Yes, in your title it says head coach, but you need people to help you in the locker room.
Yeah.
Like you can't just like take people out just
Authoritarian
because
control.
Yeah, like take people out and then because you don't like them,
Yeah.
even though their stats are like probably like top 5.
Yeah.
You know, in the league at their position.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. I'm still pissed about it. Every time I think
No,
about it,
I'm
still
pissed.
about
I'm pissed.
it.
I'm pissed at Bill O'Brien. Don't get
Yeah,
me wrong. I'm still
so-
pissed at Bill O'Brien.
Yeah,
The
he
thing
doesn't
is-
know how to run a team.
The
dude.
thing is, I'm cautiously optimistic about the team.
Yeah. Oh
moving
yeah, for sure.
Now, as for play calling, I don't know. That's still to be determined later on. I'm not holding my breath about that.
Yeah, because
But
there's somebody else that's running the offense. It's not Bill O'Brien says he's not gonna.
says
Yes,
that air
with
quotes.
quotation. Yeah, I know.
But I mean, Tim Kelly, I feel like he's the offensive coordinator in name only.
Fucking puppet.
Yep, he's a yes man. That's what I feel. Bill O'Brien wants to win, but he wants to win with his people.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't have
in
his
his
people,
way.
in his way, that's a lot of factors
Yeah.
that have to be perfect in order for everything to work in synergy. But
That's what I'm talking
there's so
about.
many moving pieces in a successful organization.
And that's what I want. I just want Deshaun Watson to ball out.
I do. I just don't
That's
want him to
it.
be held back, man.
Like it's weird. Like I'm cheering for this kid, and if he wants to leave, I'm like, okay, yeah, like I get it.
I felt
I
this.
get it.
I felt that same. That was me. I felt that same way about Andre Johnson. You know, towards the end of his career, every time
What?
we'd get bounced in the playoffs, I was just like, man, Andre Johnson deserves one, man. He deserves one, but he
Absolutely, he
didn't.
does.
He didn't, man. He didn't, and
I mean, but that's a lot of players. In this
yeah,
league,
there's
though.
a lot of players. But yeah, that's. We'll see. We'll see. They signed some Eric Murray guy at safety. I don't know if he's going to be any good, but that's a big hole that they got. Looking to see how they fill in that hole. There was actually this is the future now. They're having Zoom interviews with these new players that came in.
Bro, Zoom is making bank.
They're
dog.
making so much money.
Zoom is making money. They're like, dude, this coronavirus is the best thing that ever.
This is the best thing that ever happened to us. This is the best
It's the
thing.
best
I know. Yeah.
We're making so much money right
They
now.
are making so. And it's
Fucking
a Chinese
ridiculous.
dude. It's a Chinese company too.
Huh.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory. But
tinfoil hats.
But no, but anyway, yeah. So Zoom meetings, are they also doing that thing where like they work out through Zoom?
No, I don't know about workouts. I've only seen interviews. Maybe they're doing workouts. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think they still open the facilities.
Mm-hmm.
They practice facilities, but they keep social distancing or whatever. I'm not sure. I'll have to check on that. But they had a video conference interview with Brandon Cooks, and there was a quote that I took away from it. I feel with Bill O'Brien, either you love him or you hate him. Like, there's no medium. There's no middle ground. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't like him at all. A lot of people just love him. Because Brandon Cooks, he said this quote, well, maybe because he's new to the team, he has to kiss his coach's ass or whatever. But he said, quote, talking to Billy O, I got off the phone with him and felt like I wanted to run through a brick wall, end quote. Probably not the best words for somebody that's had a lot of concussion issues, but still...
you want to run through a brick wall, like
after talking to Bill O'Brien.
Like, does that mean that you're happy? Or
No, that means that you're happy. That means that you're motivated. That's like the saying.
I never heard that saying. Okay.
But I don't know if he's just kissing his new coach's ass or whatever. But
probably is. I mean, because he hasn't been in their locker room yet. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Here's what I think about the Texans receivers. I feel like Brandon Cooks is a more refined Will Fuller, and I feel like Randall Cobb is a DeAndre Hopkins very, very light. Listen. Because
squints in my eyes.
I know that very, very light, very, very light, very, very light. Meaning like nowhere near, but still like his style of play. Listen. Okay, so
because he's a slot receiver, so I would have think him like as a bigger and stronger Julian Edelman or bigger and stronger.
Where did DeAndre Hopkins excel underneath? Right, underneath the safeties in the middle, across the middle. Right, he loved that slant route. Yeah. What did Randall Cobb do when he was at Green Bay? What did he do when he was in Dallas? He was the underneath guy, right? Mm-hmm. You didn't see him really taking off and going on a streak.
Right.
And Aaron Rodgers hitting him deep, right?
Right. Yeah,
unless he was open. Granted, I mean, unless the play called for it. But most of his bread and butter was underneath, right? Just like DeAndre Hopkins. Now, what did Brandon Cooks do in all the teams that he played for Los Angeles, for New England, for the Saints? He was the jet guy, right? Mm-hmm. So I feel like, no, you're not replacing DeAndre Hopkins. You can never replace DeAndre Hopkins.
You just have more options.
But you're placing similar pieces in their place.
Right.
Because Randall Cobb, I mean, yeah, he's old, but he was serviceable in Dallas.
He's still good. Like, he still does his job.
Yeah, I remember I had him for fantasy a couple of years ago when he was still at Green Bay, and he fucking balled out for me.
I had the same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. So, I think we do have a lot of weapons because this team does seem kind of like strangely put together.
Yeah.
Like, with like duct tape and shit. But
a lot of pieces.
I can see us having a more dynamic offense.
It all goes back to play calling, man.
Yeah, because we just don't have like that one guy to give most of the passes to, like DeAndre Hopkins. Like, he took a lot of pressure because everybody knew he was the guy.
Yeah.
So he would get double or triple team.
Yeah.
Almost every time. You know what I mean? Whereas like now we can spread it out.
Yeah.
And we have Kenny Stills just like waiting in the back wing, so we could switch him out with almost anybody on there. So
this just in, actually. Speaking of Kenny Stills,
breaking news. Dun, 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 dun.
This is coming. This is coming per NFL rumors. Here we go. Hashtag Packers fans. Packers inquired about the Texans' Kenny Stills wide receiver. NFL. Hashtag NFL Twitter. Hashtag Green Bay.
Fucking now Green Bay wants to get weapons now.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Now fucking Green Bay wants to get weapons now.
I don't know what Green Bay is doing. I don't know what their
Jesus.
Their mindset is. I really have no idea. But we'll see where Kenny's. I'd like to keep him. He's a cool ass dude, man. He's a cool ass dude, very serviceable. But he saved our ass last year when Fuller went down.
He did good.
I was surprised. I thought, new guy coming in, they're not really going to use him. But
I was like, he's taking Fuller's job.
He easily had a good rapport with Deshaun Watson. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. He is the odd man out, and it makes you wonder, they're all fighting for reps. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's crowded over there.
So what I hope the Texans do is we use our tight ends a lot more.
We got like 4 now.
I know, but me personally, I don't feel like we use them enough. We just use them like just to block and shit like that.
Yeah.
Whereas like
we used Darren Fells a whole lot. He had like a lot of touchdowns last season.
but the other guys are just like block,
yeah.
block. It's like, okay, we could change it up a little bit more. You know what I mean?
We used
like,
a 3rd round draft pick on that Kahali Warren guy who didn't even play last year.
Well,
so
we'll
see. The dude's apparently like an athletic freak. So we'll see how it goes. More Texans news per Aaron Wilson. Texans not exercising 5th-year option for cornerback Garyon Conley, according to league source. I like this move. Garyon Conley didn't really, move the needle.
pan out.
Yeah, pan out for a big contract. So they're not gonna. He's gonna play out this contract for the cheap, and we'll see if he earns another big contract. Like you said, a lot of young corners. Earlier, you said a lot of young corners. They all got a lot to prove. This is the season to prove it, because they're all basically all working for a contract now. So we'll see how it goes.
Got a lot of fire up under that ass, man.
Yes, sir.
A lot of fire.
Oh wow, Deshaun Watson is now on Twitch. Huh. Interesting.
Ain't nobody got shit to do, bro.
Ain't nobody got shit to do.
Fucking,
yeah.
It's probably playing basketball with Mia Khalifa again.
I know, right?
Got dunked on.
But that's all I got for
all he
Texas.
wants was titties.
That's all I got for Texas news, man.
So, from Texas news, let's just move on to the NFL.
The NFL.
My boy, Drew Brees. Who that? Drew Brees is on his last year, his last season. He'll be, 41?
End of an era, man.
Yeah, because he'll be 41 at the start, right?
Yeah.
If anything happens, dude, I want him to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I don't care about any other team. I don't care shit about the Buccaneers. I mean, I hope my Eagles do something, but I wouldn't care if they don't make the Super Bowl. I want Drew Brees and the Saints to go to the Super Bowl. I want Drew Brees to have one more ring.
Yeah.
Like, I want him to have that Ray Lewis moment where he just, like, go through the season and just wins it all on his last year.
Yeah, that'd
Straight
be
up.
like a Peyton Manning-esque type way to go out.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. Yeah, Peyton Manning did it, too. I mean, it was more notable with Ray Lewis because he actually did things, whereas, like, Peyton Manning was having, like, a bad season.
Yeah, he was having a really bad. He had a bad Super Bowl, too.
Yeah, the defense carried it.
Yeah,
the defense
definitely.
carried it. They shut the Panthers down. It was crazy.
Definitely.
But, yeah, I want Drew Brees.
I have a question about the Saints.
What's up?
Once Drew Brees goes, because now they have Taysom Hill
And
Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston's more of a pure quarterback. Taysom Hill is more of an everything kind of guy.
A gadget guy.
He's a
That's
gadget.
what he is. They've been using him as a gadget guy.
Now-
But they gave him an extension.
They did.
So, like, what does that tell you? Are they still going to continue to use him as a gadget guy? Or is he going to be, like, the main guy? Because he can do so many things.
Yeah.
So, like, your playbook has, like, infinite possibilities almost.
Yeah.
Now, Jameis Winston, on the other hand, if he's on.
He's on. If he's off, he's way off.
But if Jameis Winston actually sits there and learns from Drew Brees, he could take that spot. I could see him just taking that spot, like almost with no competition.
Let's say
Straight up.
Drew Brees retires today, and
He's not, but
you're
okay.
the owner, or you're the general manager. You're Sean Payton.
Okay, sure.
Who
I'm the head coach.
who are you rolling with?
I just saw Jameis Winston throw how many interceptions this season?
Yeah,
So why would I go with Jameis Winston?
because he's more of the pure quarter. There's arguments for both, but who would you go?
There
with?
is.
Who'd you go with?
I will go with Taysom Hill. What?
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
interesting.
Because Sean Payton should know who Hill is by now.
Yeah,
You should know who Hill is.
That's true.
You don't really know about Jameis Winston besides that he threw a shitload of interceptions.
but he did throw a shit ton of touchdowns too.
Yes. So, but you got to take that mindset away from him. So that takes time. So
That's true.
for me, Jameis Winston, the one that has to prove himself the most is Jameis Winston. He's new.
But
He's new people.
But okay,
You know,
well,
like, you
bring up,
fuck with your old people before you fuck with your new people.
you bring up a
know what
good
I'm
point.
saying?
But who has had more snaps as a quarterback?
Oh,
in the
absolutely.
league?
true. I agree with you on that.
So who would you trust
Taysom Hill
more
only
with
had 7. Jameis Winston had however many, like
Yeah.
hundreds.
So who would you
of
trust
thousands.
experience wise?
That's true. Jameis Winston, but Jameis Winston hasn't done much. Like, he's done okay, but he hasn't done much. But it's like,
He scored more touchdowns
Why-
than most quarterbacks in the league.
but the thing is, then why I can't, then I wouldn't be able to make what's the word I'm looking for? Makes sense of giving
Taysom Hill
an extension. Yeah. It's like I gave him an extension for a reason.
Yeah.
So that means I would want him to at least compete for the starting job, which I think he can do. Like this guy is like tall, big, bro. Like he looks like a fucking tight end.
Yeah.
Damn near. You know what I mean? And
he's a big dude.
Yeah, and I would think because he's the gadget guy, he has a different outlook on like how the field looks to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he has something that Drew Brees couldn't do. He can look over the lineman.
Yeah,
he can look over the lineman. Bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I want to see what Taysom Hill can do. I want to see truly what Taysom Hill can do. You only see 7 snaps.
Yeah.
So it's like I haven't seen a lot, but but now is like his time.
What I want to
well,
see,
not now, but when Drew Brees retires, I think it's his time.
What I want to see them do in preseason is I want him to like actually be in the game for a significant amount of time at quarterback. Mm-hmm. Just see how he reacts in pressure.
Yes.
How he reacts in that situation, not just coming in here and there, but actually being the QB1.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
We'll see. Speaking of QB1s, this is coming from Rich Ohnberger. He says this is in regards to the Patriots. He says I've heard it now from a lot of people close to the Patriots. They really believe in Jarrett Stidham. Like it or not, Stidham is not a cheap placeholder. He's the future.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, it's Bill, dude. Like, it's Bill Belichick. He calls his kid Stids, bro. He gave him a nickname.
Yeah.
He never called Tom Brady Tommy. Like, he never just, like... No,
he's always been
like,
Tom.
He's always been Tom. He's always been proper with... Like, there's always been, like, that distinction between him and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
With Stids, like, no. Bro, fucking Stids?
Yeah.
That's my boy, Stids. That's my boy. But, like, at the same time, because I don't think Bill Belichick's, like, petty enough to do that. Because he knows he didn't do it with Tom Brady. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm going to show Brady.
There's a new favorite in town.
It's a new favorite. You know?
Speaking of which, in quarterbacks, on that similar vein, Andy Dalton got cut by the Cincinnati Bengals.
Woo! He's going to Patriots, baby.
You think so?
Hands down. Bro, who else?
After you just said that shit about Stidham?
Fuck Stidham. Look. Look, I ain't gonna lie. Look, bro, okay, so I was like, for me, I was like, okay, so I guess Stidham's going to be the fucking starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Because fuck Brian Hoyer, right? I mean, really? Like, really? Yeah. I mean, you see, like, he's kind of an asshole, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then I saw Andy Dalton just get released. I was like, oh shit, they really are. Oh, so that means fucking Joe Burrow is starting.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton is not bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who can fit? Oh my God, he can fit with the Patriots. Like he doesn't have like that personality, like really like
exuberant personality.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I could see him be on it's almost perfect, really. Yeah. And dude, he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He's gotten a lot of shit over the years, but he's a fucking good quarterback.
Yes, he is.
Bro, like, I don't know if you saw him just throw those fucking bombs like he had put a unit to. Bro, accurate as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even though like it wasn't that far, but still, it's like accurate as fuck. You know, he's like a Texas boy, like a redheaded Texas boy, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see him on the Patriots, dude. It makes so much sense that he'd be on the Patriots. Yeah. I can see him on the Chargers too. To kind of.
I want Tyrod to succeed though.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Tyrod Taylor.
I like Tyrod
Taylor.
My bad. He's a cool dude.
My bad. I forgot Tyrod Taylor's on there. Because I was like, is it just Justin Herbert? It's like, who's on the Chargers? But my bad. Well, I mean, then the fucking Patriots, unless like
Stidham is the truth,
or Jacksonville doesn't believe in Meacham or whatever his fucking name is, and they just put like, hey, Minshew, yeah.
Speaking of Jaguars, now that you're talking about it.
Ooh, good segue, bro.
Ooh, per Adam Schefter, Jaguars are not picking up the 5th-year option on former first-round pick Leonard Fournette, per source. Bro,
yeah, so he wants to be traded.
His fall from grace is so... It's the strangest story.
Because he's been with Jacksonville. It's not his fault. He's been with Jacksonville.
He's been with Jacksonville, but still, like, just the rise and fall of... not just him, but the organization.
Oh,
like
they were good for like a season.
Wasn't it like 2 years ago when they were the AFC champions?
Yes, they were. Like it boggled everybody's mind. It was like, what the fuck? The Jaguars are winning?
Yeah,
like,
they made it to the AFC championship.
Yeah, he was like, oh my God, the Jaguars are a team.
And they were beating the Patriots for
Yes,
like a half.
yes,
Yeah.
and then
It all fell down.
came next season, trash again. I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? And like, I was one of the people that said, "No, dude, like we have to watch out for the Jaguars because it's a whole new AFC South now."
Yeah.
And I was one of those people that like I believed in the Jaguars, and then okay, no,
Yeah.
never mind, they
Same-
still trash.
Same old Jaguars.
So like last season was a fluke,
Last season was a fluke.
but
yeah.
Fournette, bro, he wants to be traded. Like he wants to go, and yeah, a lot of people want to leave fucking Jacksonville. A
Yeah.
lot of people do, so fuck it. Like, I'm pretty sure a team will pick him up. I'm pretty sure, like, pretty fast too.
Yeah. Speaking of drafts from the Jaguars, it says for the this is
segues,
this is
bro.
coming
On
per
point.
Warren Sharp. He says, for the record, the Jaguars drafted just 2 players whose fifth-year options were exercised of the 7 players they drafted in the first round. Options introduced in the 2011 CBA, 2 of 7 for 29%. It's the worst rate for any team in the NFL. So it's like a turnstile kind of drafting process with the Jaguars. They pick them up and ship them out.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
By the way, I just want to say that you're on point with your
With the segues
segues right now, bro.
Ooh,
You're
boy.
on point, bro. You're on point.
Yes, sir.
It's fire.
Speaking of other players that didn't last out
Bro,
in the league.
another one. Another one.
No, get this. You remember Paxton Lynch, right? Remember when the quarterbacks, he was in the same draft class as Deshaun Watson, I believe.
That's why I don't remember him.
Okay. He was drafted by the Broncos. So this is coming for Eric Edholm. He says, quote, I still can't believe Paxton Lynch only played 5 NFL games. I mean, I can, of course, but also I can't. Fewest career games by a first-round quarterback since the NFL merger in 1970.
Who was the quarterback from the Broncos at that time? Was it Case?
Yeah, Case
Keenum
Keenum was in there, and then they tried Paxton Lynch out, and he just was garbage.
Yeah, and then Case Keenum was like actually pretty decent.
Pretty decent, yeah.
But that's been his whole career. He's either been good or just pretty decent.
Yeah.
But I mean, sometimes he's been bad, but a lot of times that wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
But he got traded to a different team now, right? I mean, I'm glad he's back in the NFL.
Yeah.
After the whole
No,
Texans
Paxton
shit.
Lynch, I think he's out of the NFL.
I'm not talking about Paxton Lynch.
Who'd say Case, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Case is
the team he's on now.
I want to say
Because before, you remember when like he was on the Texans, and then for I think the next season or the
Cleveland. He's on the Browns.
he's on the Browns. Huh?
What the fuck is he on the Browns for?
Yeah, for
I
real.
guess he went to the Browns. Huh?
That's fucking weird.
Interesting.
But it's funny how we were talking about fucking Paxton, but I fucking talk about
Exactly.
Case Keenum.
Exactly. He only played 5 NFL games. We only talked about him for 5 seconds.
Bro, because it's like I don't have much information. But no, but
Neither
Case
does
Keenum,
anybody
like,
else.
dude, I want this kid to be the quarterback for the Texans.
Who, Case?
Case Keenum.
Yeah.
Like when he was playing, like he actually showed something new.
We had no defense.
We had no defense. We barely had an O line, but he could extend plays.
Yeah, he could.
He could, and he could run. And it's like, damn, here's a breath of fresh air. And then he got released, and then nobody picked him up for like a season.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
And then all our quarterbacks got hurt, and then we brought him back.
Yeah.
And then he was actually trying to do something,
Yeah.
but it was just bad timing. And then but at least he got traded elsewhere, and then he was on Minnesota Vikings, beat the Saints.
Yeah.
I mean, even though that game is kind of controversial, but
Kind of.
But still, he held his own.
But everything happened for a reason, and it happened the way it did so that Deshaun Watson could drop into our
That's true. What I'm saying, I just
hearts.
yeah, that's true. I just want Case Keenum to have a starting job on the team,
Yeah.
and then let that be his team. Like, ain't nobody trading him for shit.
Right.
Honestly, like it's weird.
I thought he
'cause
had that in Minnesota because remember
I
when he
thought
was
he
in
did.
Minnesota?
Well, he got Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that's
got
true.
Kirk Cousins.
No, but he was
Cousins
before
hurt.
Kirk Cousins. Remember, he won that
No, he was
miracle.
after. No, because Kirk Cousins got hurt. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Kirk Cousins got hurt.
Yeah, he took
then
over.
Case Keenum took over, and he was doing fucking good.
He got him to the NFC Championship.
Yes. And it's like cut.
He
What
beat-
the?
he
No. He got traded.
Traded, yeah.
He got traded because I guess he got a lot of money from I want to say the Broncos. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cold world out there, man.
And then
It's
but it was like
cold.
a 1 year option. So now he's just in it for the money. Which is like fuck, man. It sucks
Yeah.
because I want him just to get a team and just stay there.
Yeah.
And then just like be the guy. But
Be the guy. I mean, it's tough. Speaking of somebody that used to be the guy, ooh, other segue.
god damn, dude, you're on point, bro.
So you remember Alex Smith?
Oh man, yes I do.
So he was quarterback for the Redskins when he went down for an injury. He got sacked by J.J. Watt and Kareem Jackson. Broke his leg.
Oh yeah.
Broke his leg, nasty compound fracture. Bone
Yep.
was out of the skin. They tried to do surgery on him. They had to put a rod in his leg.
Yep.
He was actually at risk of losing that leg due to an infection.
Yep.
He has a documentary coming out called Project 11 on ESPN. I saw a teaser of it. Bro, like...
Did you see his leg?
I saw his leg. You saw it too, right?
Yes. Bro, it was like a jigsaw puzzle. And
you know what that
like,
is, right? They took muscle. They took his quad muscle and they put it in his shin.
What the fuck?
Because, like, the skin... And they had to put skin grafts on it, too.
Oh.
Because that... I believe the infected area, like, it wasn't healing or whatever. So they had to take muscle from other places and put it in there.
Oh,
and I just remember seeing his leg, and there was a big lump right here. And
Yeah, I
was
saw
just
that
like,
too. Yeah, I was like swollen. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh, my God.
Bro, it took
it was
him,
rough to watch.
what was that,
man.
13 months?
13 months,
Yeah,
yeah.
13 months to heal. I was like, so what the fuck? It's just supposed to be.
And this dude's still like, yeah, I think there's a chance I can play football. I was like,
It's like,
no,
no,
the
it's
fuck,
not.
no, the
No, it's
fuck you.
not.
You better
Bro,
stay your ass at home.
You better make money off this fucking documentary.
Yeah,
Like, the
fuck
you
that, dude.
talking
If something
about?
like that happens to me, no, that's bigger than football. I'll be a coach. I'll coach the shit out of somebody.
Fucking coordinator.
I'll
Shit.
coach the shit out of somebody, coordinate the shit out of somebody, but fuck that. I'm not playing no fucking football after
Yeah.
that. Oh my God,
Yeah.
dude.
But-
Seeing that leg is just
Yeah.
like,
But you gotta understand with these guys, like they're extremely competitive.
They are,
This is
yeah.
their dream. Like, trust me, if fucking somebody told me like I couldn't do my job
Yeah.
because of like an injury, I'd be like, nah, I feel like it's healing pretty good. I feel like I can get back out there.
nah,
you know what I'm
man,
saying?
if
Like
I
it's your
take
dream.
if I
dude.
take
Like,
one good look at that leg that I got, man, fuck that. I'd be like, you know what? It's time to look at other career choices.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, yeah, but so, some of these guys like they
kinda
can't
want-
imagine doing anything
I
else.
know. I kind of want to
Yeah,
watch
that's
it.
not
I kind of want
football.
to also not, just because I feel like
I'm
seeing
probably
that
gonna end
shit.
up watching it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna end up watching it.
Because they said it
I
was
wish
a
I could
nasty
binge it.
compound, dude. They said his leg was dangling. And it was J.J. Watt and fucking Kareem Jackson, dude.
First of all, I don't blame them because they were doing their job.
They were doing their
They
job.
were doing their job.
but-
Football's a violent sport. Bro, you got these people out here with killers, dog. Straight up. You got these people out with killers.
Yeah.
Like, you knew what it was when you put them in, like, Pee Wee football.
Yeah.
You got those people, you got those kids out there with killers, man. Like, it ain't no fucking game, bro. Like,
From a young age.
Straight up.
Ready to fucking
straight up,
whoop
bro.
some ass.
Like, bro, have you seen a little kid get a concussion?
Yeah.
It is
It's
fucking,
rough. It's
bro,
rough.
it is bad.
Especially when they're in the fencing position. Oh, man. Yeah, it's tough.
Dude,
It's
it's
tough.
bad, bro.
But, yeah, man.
And but you understand why I was like, I'm kind of skeptical. Like, if I have kids, like to let them play football, I'm like, I don't know about that.
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I love football, but I don't know. But then again, I don't want you to be super skinny too, you know,
Yeah.
and like be pushed down by the wind. Oh,
That's how I told myself for my kids, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's either going to be baseball or martial arts.
yeah, because baseball is where the money's at, and martial arts, and ain't fucking nobody gonna fuck with you.
Nobody gonna fuck with you.
Ain't
That's
nobody gonna fuck with
see. Okay, so this is like a completely different vein.
Let's-
I'm only gonna stay here for a
bro,
little bit.
Let's dive into it,
I'm
dude.
only gonna
Let's
stay here
dive
for a little
into
bit.
it, bro. There's barely sports out there.
Yeah.
Let's dive into it. Let's
Yes,
do
you're
it.
right.
Come on.
With the way bullying is now, man, like I'm not even gonna question it. The kids are going straight into martial arts, man, because like you see how kids bully nowadays. They're little savages, dude.
Yeah, but they bully online.
They do. I know they bully online, but they
Yeah.
also bully in person too. But it's also more.
I guess, bro.
Listen,
because
I remember.
it's different.
It is different.
It's
It is different. And let me
because
tell-
from where we growing up, like,
Yeah.
bully in person means like, oh, you getting your ass whooped.
Yeah, for sure.
Bullying now, like, not really.
Yeah, it's more psychological now.
Yeah, it's definitely psychological.
But get this,
Yeah.
get this, get this.
Psychological.
So I remember reading an article, and it was about somebody talking about how their kids were bullied, but it's different of how they were bullied. And it was like this. It was they made a perfect example, and it totally made sense to me. When you were like in the cafeteria, let's say figuratively, you're in the cafeteria, you slip and fall, drop all your food, all
Yeah.
your food gets on you,
Uh-huh.
right? Everybody remembers it and laughs in that moment, right?
Yeah.
But you go home to the safety of your home.
Oh, I've
and
heard
you
the
go
same
back,
story.
You go back tomorrow,
Yeah.
and it's completely fine. Everybody forgets, haha. You know, they had their laugh, whatever.
I don't think anybody
It
forgets,
fades.
but yeah.
It fades. It fades away
It
over
fades.
time.
Yeah.
But what happens now with technology and cell phones, that shit gets immortalized on
Yeah.
your phone, on a video. And not only do the people that were in that area, direct area, that saw you remember it,
Everybody
that
on
shit
the
gets
world
shared
saw
and
it.
everybody sees it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's more psychological in that sense that now you're not only hiding. And also, when you're at home, you're not sheltered from that anymore because with social media and everything, that shit's out there and it's available for you to see. You can't hide from it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's more psychological in that sense. And so that's why I was like, man.
It's just one of those things where it's like you have to have some kind of like mental fortitude.
Yeah,
and
and
just, like, not worry about it. But not everybody has that.
But these kids don't have that mental development where they can like create that fortitude.
Of course. Well, I mean, that's why I said not everybody has that. It's just like, bro, I got fucking picked on a lot.
Yeah.
Picked on a lot. I fucking stuttered and I wore glasses.
Yeah.
Like, boom, get them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I got bullied a lot. But it's just like, and then there's probably stuff of me on film too, or like around the internet. But I don't know, man. You just kind of have you just got to let it rub off. I mean, because even if it gets immortalized, it'll pass because then nobody care about it. Because guess what? Content is just
constantly coming. Yeah, they're going to go after the next
So
thing.
yeah, you just can't just worry about it. But with kids, it's like, it's their whole fucking world.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, man.
And they're dramatic too. That's the thing.
Yeah, super dramatic. It's just like kids are a little bit weaker. Like I'm just gonna say, kids are a little bit weaker because
no, it's true.
Like,
it's true.
As far as like bullying goes, it's like, well, bullying made us like really mature in a way, and like, well, not mature, but like become stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Become stronger for some of us, because it's like it's survival of the fittest when you're in like in public school. It's survival of the fittest.
But different kids react to bullying.
That's
in
true,
ways
absolutely,
too.
and that's why I said it's survival of the fittest. So, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Let natural selection take its place.
Natural selection take its place because it's like if you can't take the shit,
That
at school, that happens in school, and you grow up, bro, like you're too sensitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at that time, kids' school is their world.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
They don't know anything about the outside world because they're spending 8 hours a day at fucking school, right?
Yeah.
So that's the majority of their life.
They need to learn how to manage it in school. Like, you gotta find some way.
That's true.
And
that's the thing with raising kids. Like, you just gotta hope and pray that they don't turn into shitheads. Because what if your kid is the bully?
That's true, bro.
Because you never
That
know.
is
Like,
fucking true.
that's another thing. Kids can go and they'll be a completely different person at home, and then they go to school.
Online, bro, they fucking torture people.
Yeah, and I remember when I was in high school, there was this dude, and he was super gay. Nothing against gay people, but he was super gay.
Yeah, so
right?
he was in like the closet.
But the thing is, he would act super, super gay at school, right? But he would go home, and he would tell people this. He'd say he'd go home, and he would just be, "What's up?"
Oh yeah, I completely.
You know, he would be a completely different person at school. I mean, at home. And so just like that, there are other kids that like, they're oh, I'm such a good kid at home. Yeah, mom, I did all my homework. My teachers love me.
Yeah.
Then they go to school and they're fucking just torturing other kids, right?
Yeah, because
and you wouldn't know.
Double life.
Yeah.
Like they learn that early.
They do learn that early. They learn like
what we learned that early. Actually.
Yeah, and you would never know as a parent. You know, I remember being a kid and I'd be like, man, my parents are fucking oblivious to everything.
Right.
You know, just thinking that. And now, what happens when we're the parents that are oblivious to everything? Because you don't want to be overbearing and be all up in your kid's shit. Just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? How's school? What are you doing?
But at the same time, you don't want to be too distant to where you don't know.
That's true.
I was saying, so you got to be involved in your kid's life. This is why I say after school activities are paramount.
Yeah.
Straight up. Put them in a fucking club. Put them in some kind of sport. Put them in an activity that they do after school. Because one, I personally think sports is like the leading cause of like, you know, you have a other place where you can make friends. Or, well, not just sports, but any kind of club.
Because it builds that
too.
bond whether you want it or not. Whether you want it or not. It's just like oh my god, I forget it. Oh my gosh, Denzel Washington football movie.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
They were going through the peak of like people hating each other.
Oh yeah,
And
just black and white.
It brought
racism.
Because that pain, that suffering that you go through, it builds a bond.
Oh yeah, when they went through like their whole like summer camp.
Yeah.
And they had to like stay with each other. Yeah,
it
bro.
builds a bond. Yeah,
Hell
and
yeah.
I feel like that's what like kids.
We can go. Yeah.
Kids nowadays like they have freedom.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, especially now with this coronavirus thing going and everything being online, you see a lot of students falling behind because there's no structure anymore.
far behind as far as
in
like
their studies,
grades,
in their studies, because whenever you're in
Shit,
school,
schools are passing everybody. But yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
but they're behind on classwork and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's hard because in school you have a structure. You're forced into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're forced to get into that mode. But when that structure system is shattered and you're home and you give it this lenient process to do the work, what's forcing you to do that? Your parents don't know the content, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you suddenly have calculus homework and you're like, Mom, can you help me?
Okay, see, yeah, calculus is like
Yeah.
above. So, 'cause I thought we were talking about like middle, like
middle, high school. Well, they had calculus in high
You
school.
can go, you can kind of go to high school, but then you would have to. So, as a parent, I feel like you can't be lazy as a parent.
You can't.
I get it. Like you fucking work your ass off, you provide and shit. So when you come home, you don't have the time. But at the same time, that's what it means to be a parent. It's sacrifice. Like if you want, because your kid is your whole world.
Yeah.
And then your spouse. But your kid is your whole. No,
yeah, no, that's true.
Like straight up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's just funny.
And then it's just like, you want your kid to be the best person. Like you want your kid to be better than you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to put that time in, man. Like I'm seeing parents now that really like they're really actually studying. Like when I go to work, you know, because I'm an essential.
Yeah.
When I go to work,
drop that in there.
And like there's this guy, he's on his computer and he's learning. Well, not learning, but he's like looking up topics for like American history, and he's gonna go over it with his children like the next day. Yeah. And then like they're just gonna have like a discussion about like, hey, this is what happened, this is this. So what do you think about that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like they're just going over. Like that's a parent going above and beyond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry. And like that guy has 2 kids.
Yeah.
I mean, 15-year-old and a 10-year-old. But still, he's still going to American history, like giving them knowledge, like really like being active with them. You know what I mean? Like that's a parent that goes above and beyond for the kids. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Or like when the kids get schoolwork, you know, there are parents that actually work with their kids, not do it for them, but actually like work them and teach them.
Yeah.
But you know, and even as a parent, you have to relearn the shit.
Yeah.
You have to relearn it.
Yeah.
And they're teaching the kids. So I'm seeing a lot of parents go above and beyond.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
But I'm pretty sure there are even more parents that are just like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Because
it's sad.
Yeah.
It's fucking sad. But.
And you know, you leave the kids to their own devices, and what happens now? Like it's everything that they were trained in school. If you don't use it, what happens? You lose it. You lose it. You lose it. And so what happens when you're like in your junior or senior year, and college is right around the corner, and you haven't really taken a real class to prepare you for college? What happens in that situation?
Yeah, that's true. And now I'm like, so what is college gonna be like now? Because they're saying this is gonna last for another 18 months, right? So how are you supposed to go to like the orientations, like for like these colleges,
for the campuses?
You know what I'm saying? And then like if you want to have to like go out of state, how are you gonna live there, especially with a roommate?
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
Is everything
like,
going to go exclusively online? Like what?
It's going to be exclusively online, or you're going to space everything out.
Yeah.
To where there's not going to be as much attendance.
Yeah.
You know, like people like applying to whatever, or like like you know, like a school would get maybe this many kids coming to the school, like new students.
Yeah.
That's going to be significantly less.
For sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
You know? So because you got to space everything out, you got to spread everything out. Like that's just what it is.
Yeah,
it sucks, man. It really does.
It really does. It definitely puts a lot of challenges forth for teachers, for parents, for administrators, for everybody, really. But it really opens your eyes, really, to how dependable how dependent we are on a lot of things going the right way. Because if one thing shatters, it's just a domino effect of other things that just kind of fuck things up for everybody, right?
Right. Well, I mean, that's one thing I can say about the human race that is almost an irrefutable truth. We adapt.
We do adapt.
We adapt.
But they're growing pains.
Of course there's growing pains, but no, we always adapt and overcome. Mm-hmm. Are there going to be some that's going to just be left to the wayside because of how like the mentality of just of people just in general? Yeah, of course, but that's their problem.
That's true.
You know, like we gotta like really like come together and just adapt and overcome.
That's all we can do. Ooh, what a segue. What a
Damn,
segue.
we went in on
what
that
a segue.
We went in on that. We went in on that. We probably did that a little bit more. So now on to the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, on to the Houston Rockets. Woo, woo. Happy 36th birthday, Thabo Sefolosha. With all that being said, happy birthday, Thabo. Oh, man. But I guess this is coming earlier today. Rockets to reopen the Toyota Center for practice for athletes and stuff. Pretty controversial, but Texas did open up, soft open.
I think that's a lot of teams that's starting.
A lot of teams are opening up. A lot of teams,
the
they're
stadiums.
yeah. We'll see how it goes. That's the only Rockets news I got, man. Nothing else really going on in Rockets world. We just hope something happens with this season. Speaking of, earlier this week in NBA news, the Board of Governors were said to be leaning towards canceling the rest of this season. That was met by a lot of backlash, and one main person that fought against it was LeBron.
The King.
The King, and when the King speaks, people listen.
Mm-hmm.
He said, he says, quote, saw some reports about execs and agents wanting to cancel season. That's absolutely not true. Nobody I know is saying anything like that. As soon as it's safe, we would like to finish our season. I'm ready, and our team is ready. Nobody should be canceling anything.
Okay, so he's just saying like he didn't hear what they reported saying. He didn't hear anybody because of course he would have like a thumb on the pulse of the NBA. But
And
at least I would think so, right?
Also, dude wants another ring with the Lakers, and who was the number one team in the West?
The Lakers. Oh, absolutely. Hey, bro.
So to cancel that season would be very
like,
unfortunate.
If we're being real, and if I was in his position and I'm about to get a fucking ring,
I'd say the same thing. Shit, fuck yeah.
No, get that season going. Shit. But no, I mean, like, so there's no right answer. There's no right answer. I mean, we'll talk about this earlier, off air. That as far as like opening up or staying closed, there's no right answer. Like, all I know is that these bills ain't stopping.
The bills don't stop. They
These
never
bills
stop.
ain't stopping, bro. Yeah, you can't get evicted now.
Yeah.
But shit, I mean, like once this shit starts opening up, you still got to pay fucking rent. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how long, and I don't know how long that's gonna like last. You know what I'm saying? Of you not being evicted, but.
And that's the thing, like, you know.
And food costs money. So.
Life still continues to go on. Bills
Absolutely.
continue to go on. You know, I mean,
shit, like these light bill, gotta pay that shit.
I mean, you know, the reserves and you know this money pool to pay these people for their unemployment and everything. It's finite.
Yep,
You
absolutely.
know? What happens when that well runs dry? Like, we have to go on. But then again, there's safety.
Yeah,
there's safety. You're risking people dying in order to get everything working back. So there's both sides of the argument that you can see.
Yeah.
Whether it's not safe yet to go back to work, but the bills need to be paid.
Absolutely.
So it's a hard decision to make.
Yeah.
What do you do as a person that wants to stay alive,
Yeah.
but also needs to work?
Yeah, I mean, I've had this conversation with somebody, and their view was like, no, keep everything closed. I was like, okay, but I don't think you're looking at the bigger scheme of it, like.
Because it's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable at all.
We can't do this. Like, I don't think we could stay in for 2 more months. Like,
we couldn't. Everything would just go to shit.
Because the crime rates are going up.
Yeah.
Murder is going up. Domestic abuse is definitely going up. I'm pretty sure when the shit all said and done, divorce rates are about to go up.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've seen too much of your spouse.
People are burning down their homes.
Yeah, to get insurance money.
I would think so, or they're just drunk. I mean, like the last lady that burned down her home. She was fucking drunk.
Because crime and unemployment is directly correlated.
Oh, absolutely.
Directly, hand in hand.
Yeah, and there's some people out there that can't stand being unemployed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, for these office workers or people with an education that, you know, that their jobs require them to have a degree, they're probably working like office jobs, so you can, you know, like stay at home and work. Other people can't
do that.
Shit.
Can't do that.
Other people don't even have internet, bro. So,
yep.
Like, they still have to work, you know? Like, and a lot of other people live check to check.
Yeah. And speaking of check, you know, I was telling you earlier, there was a report out there that said 70% of unemployed people haven't received unemployment benefits yet.
Yep.
Just because it's been so overrun by so many people applying for it.
This is crazy. Yeah.
This is crazy. It's crazy times. So when LeBron says that, I understand that sports brings people together. I understand that people got to get back to work.
I absolutely agree.
But, considering the safety of it all, it's hard to determine that. What they're looking at is Walt Disney World, actually in Florida.
Yes.
Because Florida is the most lax of all the lockdown shit.
It was that or Arizona.
Yeah, both Arizona and Florida. But Florida's even more relaxed, even though people are at the beach and they're
it's
popping
Florida.
up cases. Yeah.
I mean, I ain't trying to talk shit about Florida, but, I mean, even Florida knows, like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
It's Florida.
But
beware of Florida, man.
Yeah. Beware of Florida, man. But they're going to try it out in Florida. That's what they're saying. That's a potential place for them to do it. Now, some controversial news in regards to the Los Angeles Lakers. This is coming from Darren Rovell. He says, confirmed that the Los Angeles Lakers were the only NBA team to ask for the Paycheck Protection Plan loan from the Small Business Administration. They received $4.6 million, and as first reported by Kevin Arnovitz, they have now returned it. Why is the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the biggest, most wealthiest franchises in the whole entire NBA, applying for a small business loan?
I mean, because at one point they went bankrupt.
At one point, they're not anywhere near bankrupt anytime.
I don't know. I don't know their pockets, so I don't know any of these teams' pockets, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
How much are the Lakers worth? Quick Google.
Okay, but how much do the Lakers have?
Dude, they'll be fine. Their current value, according to Forbes, is $4.6 billion.
Oh, shit.
And why are they asking?
I don't know.
You know,
I have no idea.
That was really shitty on their part, and it is when they got caught doing it, when these things were reported, that they said, "Oh, we're returning it." You know,
so I mean, that's definitely on the organization.
Like, who in their right mind thought this was a good idea?
Fuck
like,
no,
to apply for this, it is totally reasonable. Let's get some money, right?
It's fucked up.
It is really fucked up because you're taking that away from like unemployed people, like middle wage. Middle class. What am I trying? Middle class people and like people who actually need the money.
Blue collar.
Yeah.
Blue collar. Like me and you, we're blue collar.
Yeah.
Because
for sure.
Yeah, because
my collar is blue.
That and like our paychecks don't reach that white collar money. You know
yes, exactly. But yeah, that's just what's going on around the NBA. Let's get to The Last Dance because I know I wanted to talk about it. Last two episodes were about Dennis Rodman and the Detroit Pistons rivalry with the Bulls. What'd you think about that episode? Those episodes. What'd you think about Rodman's character? Not character. What the fuck am I saying?
No.
What do you think about Rodman as a person? Did it open your eyes a little bit? Or?
It didn't really surprise me.
Yeah.
Like, we already knew
who
Rodman was. We knew he was eccentric, you know, when I know when he was on the Pistons, he was fucking great. I mean, he was part of those bad boy Pistons, you know what I'm saying? So he was roughing up. When it gets to Chicago Bulls, won a championship, like twice? Yeah. So
what did you think about the Jordan roles that they established?
That didn't fucking surprise me.
If he comes down
they were beating the shit out of him.
If he comes down the lane, put that motherfucker on his ass.
Hey,
I was like, damn.
Take him out before he reaches the air. That's what freaking us, the Daily said. Take him out before he reaches the air. Because you can't beat him in the air.
Nope.
So you got to beat him on the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But like, that's why Michael Jordan went into the weight room. Because he's like, fuck that shit, bro. I'm tired of this. But as far as like Dennis Rodman, it's like, none of that shit surprised me. I mean, he did have some issues he trying to work through, maybe like mental or psychological.
Yeah.
Then
that wasn't really like looked into at all back then.
But I mean, when he dated Madonna, I guess that helped him. You know what I'm saying?
I read something. Actually, I'll put that up. But
I forgot he dated Madonna.
There was something crazy that I read about Madonna. So they dated, and she really wanted him to put a baby in her. And he said he tried so many times, but it just didn't happen. And then one time she was in New York and he was in Las Vegas, and she messaged him and she was just like, "I'm ovulating." And he got on a private jet and he flew straight to New York and he tried to put a baby in her and it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's
Madonna really wanted his baby, like badly.
Shit, dude, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I remember thinking, like seeing this list. He went out with Madonna
Carmel Electra.
Carmen Electra, Tony Braxton.
Oh shit. Damn.
And this is Dennis Rodman we're talking about.
Hey,
like,
bro,
I was just like, oh shit.
He can pull, bro.
I guess he
He
can.
can pull.
There was a
That's
comment.
what-
There was a comment to that article, and he was like, "This is what happens when you're hung like a horse."
Hey, if you got it, you got it, bro. If you got it, you got it, bro.
Oh,
I ain't
man.
mad at you. Dog.
I ain't mad at
I
you.
ain't mad
Yeah,
at you,
man.
But, yeah, but honestly, it didn't surprise me. And yes, he was like the best defender.
And I
Like,
love that him and
easy.
Phil got along so well. Because Phil's an eccentric character in himself.
It wasn't
but he-
just Phil. It was just like the whole team accepted Rodman. Like
They did.
And the main two was Jordan and Pippen.
Yeah.
Like they was like, he can play. Okay, let's bring him in.
Let's bring him
he
in,
can
yeah.
play ball. He can
Even
bring him
though
in.
he was on like their
Unselfish.
arch nemesis, his team.
Yeah, but I
Probably.
mean, he went from Pistons to the Spurs,
Yeah.
and then to the Bulls.
Spurs to the Bulls, yeah.
And then, but no, he always had that bad boy persona because of the way he plays. But he was one of the best defenders, and then that was like one of the roughest times to play basketball.
Did you see what he says? How he would study the ball?
Bro, it was that part opened my mind. I'm like,
I was like, oh shit, there's so many ways to like research a rebound. The way it spins, what part of
Right.
the rim it hits.
but it's also like a feeling for him.
Yeah.
Like he'll know, like just by seeing it, and he'll know instantly. I was like, oh, okay, it's that has that spin and shit, and he'll like his body will react.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like not everybody can do that. It's like so that's his talent. Like that's just his talent. You can't like you can research that all you want, but if you don't have like the body or just like the feel of it, you
Yeah.
can't do it.
it is. It
Like you
really-
just can't do it. You know what I mean? But he had like the feel for it, and it was just like, oh.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
for
like,
sure. I remember
that
seeing
shit
that
was
montage.
crazy.
I was like, damn, okay.
I
There's a
know.
lot goes into rebounding, and he would just go balls out for
Yeah.
every rebound too.
Yeah, bro. It was like you can't compare it to today's defenders, bro. Like you can say whatever you can about Draymond Green. Now Draymond Green is a good defender, but it's like bro, you're not on the level.
Did you hear what Rodman said? He said Draymond Green would be eating out of my hands if I was playing it
He
today.
probably would, bro. He probably would.
Yeah.
Because it's like Draymond Green is like one of the few players that actually plays physical
Yeah.
in the league because not everybody plays physical. And then you got Patrick Beverly, but Patrick Beverly is like what holds us back is his size.
For sure.
Like that's what it is. But he's not like a rebound guy. He's
Yeah.
just like I'm gonna lock you up, but he can only lock up certain people.
Yeah.
Like he can lock up people that's the same height as him.
Yeah.
Like he can't. Like Patrick Beverly against LeBron. Like how's that gonna work?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or people that whose handles are like ridiculous. Like, do you think like it's been proven Beverly can now hold Harden?
No. And he tried to hold KD too.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. First of all, nobody can hold KD.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, nobody can really hold KD. Kawhi could do his best
Giannis could do a little bit.
because he's like the same. Like he has the
Size.
same build and size.
Size, yeah.
But he's stronger. But it still is just with Durant has such a look for the ball.
And versatile.
And very versatile. Like that's why he's like the scoring MVP.
Yeah.
Almost all the time. But yeah, so with Dennis Rodman, so every time I look at Last Dance, I look at how that game is played, and I look at today's game, I'm like, fuck, dude, it's like it's almost like it's night and day.
Because they care about player safety now.
That's true.
A lot.
And then it's more of a player's.
Game now.
It's a player's game because the union is so much more prominent.
And there's a lot more money involved too. You got to pay these stars a lot more money.
Exactly. But it's like it's not the same level of play. You know, it's just it doesn't seem like there's the same level of passion. There are players that do have that passion. Like Russell Westbrook has that passion. LeBron James has that passion. From where it's easy to tell.
Yeah.
Like you can't say that about Kawhi, but I think Kawhi does have that passion. But
Kawhi's
you
a
can't-
robot. He
He's
doesn't
a
show.
fucking robot.
I
you know?
have passion.
And there are very
Passion
few
for
players
sports.
in today's game that could survive back then.
Yeah.
With Michael Jordan, I would say LeBron just because of his physicality. Well, of his just because he's a fucking beast. Like
He's a
look
physical-
at him, he's a physical beast.
Dude, I still don't understand.
and
how
there was no such thing as flopping back then.
This dude looks like he was bred in
For
a
football.
laboratory.
Yes.
And he's the offspring
Mm-hmm.
of his mom and a casual sexual partner. Talk about hitting the fucking jackpot.
For real.
Of
See,
all
I
the
didn't-
casual sexual partners that she could have had him with, she
He's-
picked the right gene pool to like
Yes.
get pregnant by, right?
Got lucky, like fucking boom,
Like-
$1 million bag in my stomach right now.
Because they say, I remember, I don't know if this is true or not, but I remember Yao Ming, he was the son of two athletes. His mom was 6'2", six
damn.
foot 6, and his dad was 6'8" or 9. So you knew what you were getting with Yao Ming, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But with LeBron, you have no idea, and this is who you get.
He came out to
this
be like
6'8" monster of a man.
Yep.
Incredibly durable. Well, I mean, some of that he built in the gym, but still,
true.
like the height, that's just God given.
Yeah. The height, the speed, the physical attributes, and then his feel for the ball. Like, because that I don't ever compare him to Michael Jordan. I compare him to Magic Johnson. Because that's the way he can play all positions.
That's what he plays like now.
Yeah. And then there's also Russell Westbrook. I can see Russell Westbrook like back then.
Yeah.
He has that
the
attitude.
Way he plays nasty, yeah.
Yes, bro. I can see it. I could see Kawhi. I could definitely see Kawhi. I couldn't see Kevin Durant.
I couldn't see I couldn't see Harden in that area either.
No, because who gives a fuck about your foul?
Yeah.
Like, straight up. Like,
I mean, then again, you'd find a way to adapt, too. He still has all
that's true, too.
To
like, so I'll put, like, the asterisk by him. It was just, because you have to change up your game because fuck your foul.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gives a shit because, okay, and then, and the way we foul back then,
Yeah.
oh, okay, you gonna feel that shit.
Yeah.
Like, your ass might not get back up to fucking make that shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight up. Fucking
That's
who
true.
else, man? Fucking who else? Oh, I can see Anthony Davis being pretty good.
Back then,
Yeah, back then I could see Anthony Davis being pretty good.
Thanks.
I could see Draymond.
Giannis would do good back then.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't think I need him to get in like the weight room though. I would need him to get in the weight room.
He's been in the weight room. He's pretty strong. He's stronger than he is
Okay.
now.
Okay.
But just his size would make him
Right.
hard to guard. Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like those guys I could see back then.
Yeah.
But like that's it. Like I said, I could see Draymond Green back then.
Yeah.
I don't think Draymond Green would have been better than Dennis Rodman.
That's true.
Or better than like a lot of defenders back then.
Yeah.
But I still think he would have been good and had a good career. So.
But you had to realize, like, players back then weren't as tall and weren't as physical as they are now. You know, because
Whoa,
if
what?
you look at players back then,
Wait, like what do you mean, like
visually,
they
just
aren't-
visually, if you look at them,
Oh, okay.
they're
I thought
not
you
as
meant like
strong.
they didn't have physicality.
No,
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
had physicality, but I'm just talking about like just
Oh.
their height, their muscles,
Yeah.
muscular build. They weren't, because you look at Bird, you look at Magic.
Well, Bird was tall.
Bird
and
was
Magic
tall. Bird was tall, but was he?
No. No, because like the way they play the game.
Yeah,
was all
but you
about
look
the
at players
fundamentals.
now; they have access to better weight room equipment, better nutritionists,
Yeah.
better physical
Oh,
trainers.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, and so they're physical specimens now, and
Right.
they're enhanced further.
Right.
Just
Even
due to
though a lot of them don't use their weight room as they should. But
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, it just shows. I mean, they have
Oh,
the
yeah.
bodies to be better than
They have the bodies, but like the way the game's played now,
yeah,
it's like
but
a lot of them
they
are
can't-
fucking soft.
Yeah,
It just is what it is. A
It
lot
is
of them
what
are
it is,
fucking
yeah.
soft, man. It's like
Most-
this flopping bullshit is pissing me off.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm saying is like, you look at the game how it used to be played, and you look at the game now, it's super night and day. Like, it was more exciting back then than it is now.
I mean, it's still exciting at points now, like just scoring wise and
See.
stuff. But still,
As I
it
said,
depends.
at
It depends
points.
on what you're looking for.
I guess so.
If you're looking
It
for
was
like a
just-
gladiator brawl, then yeah, of course, 80s basketball, 90s basketball is going to be your alley.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're looking for like cross ups, if you're looking for shots over people, if
I
you're
mean, there was that back then too.
there was, but their arsenal of crossovers and stuff, I feel like it's more prevalent
Oh,
now.
okay. Well, yeah, because
Like,
you
it's
can't,
fun-
because you can't foul as much.
Exactly.
That's why
But
it's
still,
different.
just the skill and like the whole, oh, I took your ankles. Oh, I crossed you up with this room. Oh, I did a Euro step. Oh, you like back then, like you hit them with mid range more. You dunked on
Yeah.
people more back
Yeah.
then, right?
Yeah,
Here-
because it was in your face.
yeah, but here, this era, I feel it's more exciting for the individual player. It's good to look at individual skill, whereas back then you had more pure team ball, right?
Yes, yeah, more ball
Yeah.
movement. No. Because there were a lot more teams that had like that one guy,
Yeah.
or like or like group of guys, or like that duo,
Yeah.
and then those would be like the guys, those would be the faces of the team.
Yeah, for
kind of the same now. It's just like there's a lot more movement because of the players just want to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where it's different. You know what I mean?
That's why I feel like it's all. It just depends on what you're looking for in a basketball game. There's
I
there's
guess
good
so.
pieces and bad pieces out of each era.
Yeah, I guess so. But I think a lot of the better players were back then.
True. Yeah, just from a
Straight
pure
up.
basketball point of view. But
Pure
individual skill,
basketball.
I feel like individual skill is more in this era.
where it's like more like me, so it's less about team ball,
Yeah. Because I feel
which
like
sucks.
if you played a team from back then against a team from here now, the team from back then would win.
Yes.
But if you put one player from that team against one player from this team, I feel like one
Oh,
player
it's
from
like
this team-
one-on-one ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can
Individual
see
skill.
Mhm.
It's more exciting to watch in the new era.
Yeah.
But a team playing ball, it would be more fun to watch.
Yeah,
Back
and-
then.
Yeah, because that's why like the Spurs aren't as prominent.
Yeah, and they're not more popular. They play boring, but they win nowadays, right? Because nobody wants to
They
see that.
used to. They used to with Tim Duncan,
Yeah.
fucking
No.
Tony Parker.
No.
Like now,
Yeah.
like how the team is now. Like all those players are good. It's just like, but they can't get over that hump
Yeah,
because you see their record right
Yeah.
now. That's not usually what a Spurs record should look like.
yeah,
So it's like what it is now is like they're trying to play team ball against people that shoot 3-pointers.
yeah.
Like how many threes that do they make on the Spurs? They don't make a lot.
Nope.
But you go to these other teams, like, it's 3-pointers, 3 points. We're moving outside the line.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
let me ask you. Nowadays, are you watching the Spurs for exciting basketball? You're watching the Spurs
I'm watching
for
them to
pure,
see them win.
You're watching them from a pure basketball fan who understands
yeah.
basketball because that's how the game should be played, right?
Yeah.
But the other 99% of people, they're watching for excitement. They're watching for
Right.
cross-ups. They're watching for dunks. They're watching for this showboating kind of basketball now, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Spurs, I feel like they have elements of that old school mentality, right?
Oh, yeah.
But this new school is what people go to. You see these little league AAU teams. Who are they trying to emulate? They're not trying to
Basketball
emulate
now.
these 80. They're trying to emulate basketball
Basketball
now.
now,
You see these
yeah.
kids pop up from 30 feet trying to jack up a shot like Steph Curry does, right?
Yep.
Because who are their idols now? New school basketball players, right?
Oh, yeah,
That's how
absolutely.
they want to play. Because you see these
Absolutely.
people jacking up like 45-foot 3-pointers.
Yeah.
And that's all the excitement, right?
Yeah.
That's what gets people like excited about the game.
Yeah. Because
Whereas
it's
this is
prerogative.
exactly. So that's why I'm saying people are more excited about this style of basketball
Yeah.
than they were back then because that style back then is all people ever knew. That's all they were exposed to.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like this era of kids, this is all they're exposed to because they see it everywhere, right? Advertising, they see it on TV all the time.
Even
know?
though you could probably ask a kid if he watched back then, if he saw the games back then, he'd be like, "Damn, dude, that's some fucking good ass games."
That's true. And
You know?
then on the other hand, he'd say this is boring. He could
What,
because
like them fighting and shit?
no, not them fighting and shit, but it's just the way they play the game.
Like they're physical and
Yeah.
shit. Because like if you look at the Bulls, bro, like that ball movement, like the fucking triangle and shit. And also with Jordan, it was fucking exciting.
Yeah.
It was very fucking
No,
exciting.
I'm not.
So
I'm
it's
not
like,
saying it wasn't. I'm just saying if you
there's
take
just
a
more
kid-
of this
Yeah,
now
Yeah.
than it was back then.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
just, it's I don't know. It's a
They a bunch of pussies, bro.
Always-
That's
it's always gonna be a debate, man.
oh, yeah, that's
But,
always a debate.
moving on to team ball. The next episode was talking more about the Detroit Pistons versus
Bad boy
Jordan
Pistons.
and Jordan and Isaiah Thomas's little beef.
Bro, it ain't little.
It's,
It ain't little, bro. He still hates. They still hate each other to this
Yeah.
day. Well, I think it's more on Michael hating Isaiah than Isaiah.
Yeah,
hating
there was that quote
Michael.
when they showed Isaiah Thomas. They asked Isaiah Thomas a
Oh,
question
yeah.
about the handshake. This is the quote that Michael Jordan said. He said, even before he saw the video,
Yeah.
he was like, "quote Whatever he says now, you know it wasn't his true actions then.
Yeah.
He had time to think about it."
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Or the reaction of the public that's kind of changed his perspective a bit. You
Yeah.
can show me anything you want. There's no way you can convince me he wasn't an asshole.
Yeah, he was saying it was bullshit.
Yeah.
He was just saying, yeah, it's all bullshit.
And a
He
lot of
looked at it, it's like, yeah, it's bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
And that dream team had Chuck Daly as the head coach, right?
Yeah.
And Jordan was on the team. Chuck Daly was Isaiah Thomas's head coach
Yep.
for the Pistons. Isaiah Thomas to this day thinks that Jordan is the reason that he wasn't on that dream team.
Yeah, but those articles that came out that said against that. So who knows?
Well, of
bro?
course they're gonna say they're not gonna confirm it.
Well, but like again, who knows?
Yep.
Who
Who knows?
knows?
But still, I could totally see Jordan doing that shit.
Yeah,
Totally see.
probably.
I don't want that motherfucker on this team. If he's on that team, I'm not gonna be on this
Probably.
team.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Oh,
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I can't say
Jordan,
for sure.
Because Michael Jordan is notoriously an asshole. You know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he skims on bets and shit. But he fucking he drives his team. He motivates his team.
He does.
Shit.
Kobe
like,
was an
within
asshole
one.
too. Kobe was an asshole too.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. But still,
you can be an asshole when you want to win.
yeah.
Like
it's
honestly,
allowed. It's
like
allowed.
if you motivate your team, if you get on them and shit,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, nah, we need to get better. Then yeah, okay, I can see you being an asshole because
Yeah.
you know sometimes you have to be because motherfuckers don't listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
Like motherfuckers don't listen, and sometimes you have to get on their ass like that fire.
Yeah.
Because like fuck, like stop being a little bitch, bro. Come on.
This is what it takes. Yeah.
that's
yeah.
what it. That's what it fucking takes. You can't just like have it sit down and talk and shit all the fucking
No.
time, bro.
No.
Like some people need like that hard, like that tough love, like straight up.
I remember reading something. I forgot. It was a player that played with Kobe and with LeBron, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were asking about their two different styles of leadership. And they said LeBron is a friend / motivator.
Mm-hmm.
And so he'll always be friendly with you. He'll take you under his wing. He'll lead by example.
Right.
And he'll be friendly to you, cordial to
Right.
you. He'll stick up for you, all that shit. Then he said Kobe, he's more holds you accountable. He watches you. And
Sure.
he'll only respect you when he sees that you're putting in the same amount of work that he is, right?
Yeah.
He's not there to be your friend. He's there, and you have to fight for his respect. He'll ride with you because you're his teammate, right?
Yeah.
But you see what he says about Smush Parker all the time. He says he was the worst teammate I ever had. You know, it's
Who?
because
you mean what Kobe said about?
Smush Parker, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so this was Smush Parker talking about Kobe?
No, this is Kobe talking about Smush Parker. He said Smush Parker was the worst teammate he ever had. It is
Okay.
because Smush he didn't earn his respect. He didn't work hard enough to earn that respect, you know? But you hear him talking about Pau Gasol because Pau Gasol worked.
Yeah.
You know, he worked his ass off and he respected Pau because, you know, he wasn't an asshole to Pau. But
Who was this player?
Who was what?
Who was this player
Which player?
that talked about LeBron and? Kobe?
I don't know. That's how I'm trying to. I don't know if it was Jordan Clarkson, because Jordan Clarkson was on the Lakers and then he did go to the Cavs.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was him. I'm not
Well,
sure.
we went to the Cavs after like LeBron
Yeah.
came back from Miami.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I could see it. Yeah, sure. But I'm pretty sure LeBron's still an asshole too, though. Cause like if he sees you fuck up, I'm like, bro, like what the fuck?
Yeah, but
like this is the fifth time you fucked
But
up.
you
on
see
this.
LeBron, he's more like a goofier.
He
kinda
can
person.
be. He can be, but I can see him being serious, bro. Like, you see the way he looked at JR?
Yeah, that's
He's like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? And, like, you could tell, like, LeBron's done.
Yeah.
Like, that first game, he was just like, I'm
I'm
fucking done.
done with these people. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I can't win.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. And then, like, he gave Kevin Love shit.
Yeah.
Like, you remember that shit. He was on Kevin Love's ass, bro.
Yeah.
Because he was, like, the third place player. Like, he needed him. It's like, bro, you need to, like...
But I feel like Kobe would have
Yeah.
taken that to a whole different degree,
Oh,
like a whole
probably.
different level. So
Yeah, probably, but we'll never fucking know.
yeah, we'll never fucking know. But I'm excited to see these next two Last Dance episodes. Is it 2?
It's
Or
2.
is it 1? It's 2?
Two.
Okay.
It's gonna be, 5 and 6.
Exactly. This is coming per, oh my gosh, Bloomberg.com from Lucas Shaw. He says, The Last Dance overtakes Tiger King as world's top documentary, becomes the most watched documentary in the history of ESPN. Now, you know how crazy Tiger King was.
Bro, I'll tell you.
I think you told me to watch, not you told me to watch it. I think I asked you about it, and you said you already watched it, and you told me, like, prepare. It's supposed to be some crazy shit,
It's
which it
crazy
was,
shit, bro.
which it was.
That's fucking ridiculous.
But that was like Netflix's top grossing documentary in a long
Easy.
time, easily. And
Easy.
now it has been overtaken by The Last Dance, which I can totally see happening too because it's super interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to those next 2 episodes. There was some Draymond Green stuff you had mentioned.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I guess I saw like a thumbnail.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure because I don't know what was said
Yeah.
really, but I think one of them was said like Draymond Green. Did he say he's a better defender than? No. Well, for one, we know for sure it was like he was upset about how Michael Jordan
Said Pippen was wrong or something.
Yeah,
like
Pippen
that.
was wrong. Personally, I agree with Jordan. Personally, like I get.
You think Scotty was selfish in that moment?
Yeah, bro. Like you already signed your contract.
Yeah. Even
Like,
the
that's
owner
on you.
said,
the owner said don't do it.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, the owner and fucking the GM Jerry Krause could have been like, "Hey, bro, Scotty, like you ride with us, bro. Like we just receive more money. Hey, we're gonna put something else on your contract. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Put a little bit more on your contract. They didn't do that. Okay,
Yeah.
they didn't have to though.
Yeah.
They didn't have to. He signed the contract. It is what it is. And you know Jerry Krause is about to trade fucking people.
Yeah.
You know he's about to dismantle this whole fucking team. That's why we had this game plan called The Last Dance.
Yeah.
But then you want to sit here and just like, I don't want to fuck up my summer. Like, damn, fam. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought we really ride with each other, but then you're going to do some shit like this. It's like, well,
Yeah.
you know. So I kind of agree with Jordan on that shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
I
other
agree.
side of that is like it's easy for Jordan to say when he's getting his $36 million and
Well,
Scotty's getting $2.
Of course, but that was at that time, at that period of time, because
Yeah.
Jordan was getting paid far less back then too.
Yeah.
You know, but that was when the league just got like fucking a surplus of money.
Yeah.
You know,
That's when it got to get more and more popular. But yeah, looking forward to those episodes. It's always funny to hear current players contradicting older players and stuff, and like going.
yeah, and
and
it's
forth.
like there's really like sometimes there's no comparison.
Definitely not. No.
Yeah, sometimes no comparison, and yeah, and like you know, I'm just gonna leave it at that
leave it
before
at
I
that.
say anything else.
Yeah.
Because you know sometimes how I feel about Draymond Green. I think he's a good player, but
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. One more week till UFC 249 is upon us. Not holding my breath because anything can happen nowadays, but
yep.
it's going to take place in Florida. Same card: Greg Hardy, Jorgen De Castro, Jeremy Stevens versus Calvin Kattar, Francis Ngannou versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Henry Cejudo versus Dominic Cruz for the bantamweight title bout, and a lightweight match between Tony Ferguson and Justin Gaethje for the interim lightweight
Whoa.
title. So
Whoa.
we'll see if Friday holds. They already scheduled a fight night right after that, so we'll see. Knock on wood that everything holds together because we need sports back so bad.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like when they say sports unites people, it absolutely does.
Yeah.
It's like I wish everybody would watch sports. I mean, I know there's some people that's just not into it. Just
Yeah.
Man, look, bro, sports does unite people. I like seeing physical specimens do amazing things.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, like that's what I like. I like seeing like those amazing things happen. Yes, did they probably get paid too much for it? That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, it definitely is.
A whole nother conversation. But,
Definitely is.
you know, I fucking like seeing that shit. I like fucking talking about it. I like arguing about it.
Yeah.
Or debating.
Yeah.
I guess that's a fucking nice way to say it, but yeah, man, I need sports back.
I'm ready
It
for
doesn't
life
matter
to
which
get
one.
back to normal, man.
Yeah.
I'm over this shit.
It doesn't matter which sport. I just want something.
Something to watch, something
Yeah.
to latch onto, whatever it may be. But
I'll watch curling right now. Straight
with
up,
the brooms.
Straight the fuck up, bro. I'll watch curling right now.
Video games is making a comeback. Did you
Comeback,
see?
bro.
I mean,
What
not
do
a
you mean
comeback.
comeback?
No, just like more players.
Surge.
Surge, yeah.
Yeah.
Just due to this. Did you see the new Assassin's Creed trailer?
So I saw a thumbnail on that. It was Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Valhalla.
And I was just like, okay, so yeah, this stopped being Assassin's Creed a long time ago.
Yeah.
It stopped because when Assassin's Creed Origins came out,
Yeah.
it was more about fighting. You didn't have to be sneaky.
Yeah.
And then you had Assassin's Creed, was it Odysseus or some shit?
Odyssey.
Odyssey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Greek one, right?
Yeah. Fighting. But it was more about like combat,
Yeah.
not being sneaky. The motherfucker didn't have a hood on.
Yeah, dudes weren't assassins no more. They're
Like,
just,
they weren't assassins, and now you got Vikings. Or, I'm sorry, like Norse.
no, they're Vikings.
No, yeah. Yes, so Vikings. I'm pretty sure there's going to be something to do with Norse gods, too. So you might see
Yeah.
Thor.
Odin
and some
is with
shit.
us.
Yo, Odin and shit. And it's just like, dog, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, am I not like sneakily killing people?
We're
Am I
going
not
away-
doing like cool shit where I fucking dive off and kill somebody on my landing and shit? Like,
Yeah.
do I still even have the hidden blade anymore?
No, he did. He did it at the end of the trailer. It was like the
Okay.
last 30 seconds he pulls
So,
it out.
in Odyssey, did he have it? I didn't play it.
I think so. I didn't play
I
it
don't know,
either.
man, because I'm not sure, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I feel like after Assassin's Creed Syndicate, well, Assassin's Creed Syndicate was probably the start of it.
Yeah.
But that was a fun fucking game.
That
You
was
could
a fun game. Syndicate was very
Yeah,
fun.
and you could be sneaky with both, either brother or sister. But
Yeah.
sister was more sneakier than the brother. Brother was more about fighting and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was probably the start of it. But that was just a fucking fun game.
Yeah.
And now you go to these other games and just like, yeah, Assassin's Creed is not what it's supposed to. It's so far removed of what it used to be.
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
totally see that, yeah.
Sometimes that's a good thing, but I don't think it's a good thing. I just don't. But I'm gonna watch the trailer. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna watch the trailer,
Yeah.
and see what I think of it, and then
We'll see where we go from there. Yeah.
see where we go from there.
Movie theaters opening back up. Do you know of any good movies coming out?
Fuck no.
Everything's been put on hold, man.
Yeah,
What can we
so-
watch? I'm just waiting for Netflix to drop something. Oh, I watched Money Heist. I think I told you that last week too.
Yeah. You told me to watch it.
4 seasons in, yeah. It's pretty good.
I haven't watched it yet. I know Black Widow. That's supposed to come sometime during the summer.
Yeah.
Top Gun 2.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that was a summer movie also.
It was. I don't know. Who knows if they're gonna release it this summer?
So-
If they're gonna hold off.
Yeah, those are the only 2 movies that I know. Anything else, I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds had a movie coming out too.
He does.
Yes, I forgot what it was called. Was it Me? No. Yeah, but he's a video game character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
the one where he's an NPC.
Yeah, exactly. He's an NPC, and then he I guess.
I remember
becomes
seeing the trailer
self-aware or
for
some
that.
shit.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing the trailer for that. I thought that was gonna be cool.
Yeah. Was it Mr. Nice Guy? No.
Something like that.
I forgot what it was called. God damn
Gotta
it.
look it up.
Yeah,
Ryan
but
Reynolds.
it's that movie, and that movie looks pretty good. I don't know what else is there.
It's called Free Guy.
Free Guy. There you go. Free Guy. Yeah. After that, dude, I don't know what else to watch.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, production companies get back up and rolling.
If they can.
Because movie industry is taking a big hit. Cinemas have taken a big hit.
Like think about all those jobs, makeup artists, fucking
Yeah.
production companies, fucking camera man.
What can they do
fucking
in this time?
writers? Shit,
Sign
bro.
up for a bunch of OnlyFans accounts.
Hey, that shit fucking works, bro.
That's just popping, yeah.
Bro, like, women are finessing dudes like nothing, bro.
Oh, yeah, for
like,
sure.
You don't even have to show your body, just show your feet, and then boom, you get like fucking like $10 for that shit or something.
Shoot.
Like $10 a view.
I need to shave my feet. Shave my feet.
Shit, dude. I thought
Cut
about doing
my toenails. Just say I'm a woman.
Shit. I thought about doing that shit too. I'm like,
Put some
shit.
lotion on my feet. Just be like,
Yeah, I get a fucking
$15
pedicure
for
and
feet
shit.
pics.
Yeah. Fucking give you a Dropbox of just nothing but feet pics and shit.
Cash at me.
Yeah, bro.
They won't know it's me. I'll just put some female's picture up on the thing. So
Yep.
stupid. But yeah, man, that's all I got for this episode, dude. You got anything else?
Fuck no, dude. I'm
Anything
done.
else you want to share?
About nothing. Oh, I'm trying to get a PC.
Yep. Still on the PC. Welcome, my friend, to PC Master Race.
Well, dude, I'm bored. I don't have my PlayStation here. I got my Vita, but it's just I can't.
It's a
I
Vita,
can't
yeah.
really get into it right now.
Did you ever think about a Switch?
I have a Switch at my mom's house.
But it's your brother's.
Well, fuck, I bought it, so technically it's mine. But
But they use it more.
yeah, I guess. I mean, because I was only playing one game on there. Honestly, I could get that bitch back. I
You
could
can
get
pop
it
it
and
right
just-
on the TV.
Yeah, I could, but I don't know. I just don't feel like playing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
I got to the last level of Fire Emblem,
Uh-huh.
the new Fire Emblem game of 3 houses.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I don't really want to finish it because it's stressful. It's stressful to beat that level. It's like, 'cause I playing on hard. I was like, I don't feel like doing this shit. Right
Yep.
now.
I can see that.
And then like by the time I got to there, I started having some problems with the game as
Yeah.
far as like it doesn't. It seems like it gives you a lot of freedom. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
But that's a whole
It's a whole
other
different
conversation.
story, yeah.
That's a whole other conversation.
All right.
I
Well,
don't feel like getting into it.
I guess we had a good episode, man. It's good to be back. Do another episode. Hopefully, we'll keep this going until all this crazy shit is over with. But until then, my name is Justin.
It's your boy, Sham Wild, Sham Bam Kablam, Sham Amazing, Sham Bam Goddamn. We'll catch y'all later.
I injected myself with bleach the other day because
Trump told you to?
it felt good.